Hey y'all, happy Friday. I hope you've had a good week. If you're in Memphis, you're probably sleepy and rainy this morning, but that is not going to let us slow down our fit, healthy progress. So, welcome to Friday. Yay! All right, today I want to talk to you about questions. I have like two stories that are feeding this topic. This was not what I was going to talk about today, but it seems super relevant. So I wanted to put this in your brain. So we're always asking questions. We're always asking, the little voice inside is always talking. And sometimes it's saying like, oh, why did I do that? Or how come it's easy for her and not for me? Why is this happening? So why, what's, and how's are the questions that are going on in our mind. And so first, I just want you to be aware of what your voice is asking. Like if they're asking why, it's probably pretty annoying and gives you some anxiety, because when you're trying to figure out why, maybe you can understand by thinking of the 6 human needs and understand why and be okay with it. But oftentimes we're not okay with the why, because if we know like why something is happening, then we want to know how to fix it, and then it's this whole circle. And so I want to encourage you to hear what questions you're asking and then update them to a question that actually gives you what you want. So if you're asking like, why haven't I lost a pound this week? Oh my gosh. Then your brain is going to be like, well, you haven't lost a pound because you did this and because you did this and because you did this. And it really doesn't get you to your goal. So we want to update those questions to ask, how could I lose a pound this week? Oh, you could go for a walk. You could eat extra well. You could cut out a fruit or a carb this week. And your brain's like answering the question. So we know our brains are powerful, and we know that they are going to give you the answer to your question. So I want you to ask a good question. So see how that is appearing in your life. I know it can be directly related to this journey, but it could also be in your relationships or in your job. It's everywhere, I promise. Look around. So yesterday I had a call with my coach, and she asked me the question, how do you connect with yourself? And I was like, oh gosh, I don't know. And then I came up with some ways. And then, so like ever since then, I've been wanting to come up with more ways. And I've just been asked, like, how do I connect with myself? And I started to notice when I was like feeling extra Lauren-y. And I'm like, oh, this is a way I connect with myself. This is cool. And so that question that she just asked it like, not really a big deal, has just been sticking in my head. So when you find a question that you are kind of curious about or excited about, it will stick with you, and then you can accelerate forward by continuing to let your brain chew on that and continuing to come up with the answers. So remember that you want to ask a question that is empowering. So it's going to empower you to get what you want, or it's going to empower you to be curious and figure something out. You don't want a question that is complaining, basically, about why you're not getting the results. So let me know your thoughts. I'd love to know some of your questions that your brain asks a lot, and just share. Okay? Have an awesome day. Today's the last day of prizes. It's the last prize, and then tomorrow we'll celebrate, of course, and then we'll get on with our last couple days. Oh my gosh.